During its climb, a Boeing 747 lost all engines on its right side, and the plane began to bank sharply to the right. The crew fought desperately to stabilize the aircraft. Fortunately, they hadn't been in the air for long. After a Herculean effort, the crew finally managed to line the plane up with the runway. But unexpectedly, after a loud bang, the airliner started to shake violently again, with its right wing dipping downward. The plane's alarms began to blare, and the captain immediately took over the flight controls. The engineer then reported that engines number 3 and 4 had both failed. The captain tried desperately to correct the plane's attitude, but unfortunately the jet's hydraulic systems had also failed, which meant they could no longer easily control the aircraft. It was impossible for pilots to control such a massive plane on manual strength alone. The captain had no choice but to push hard on the rudder, which finally managed to level the plane. But it wasn't easy, and his strength would soon begin to drain away. The current situation left the 3 pilots at a loss. They had never encountered an emergency like this, and had no idea what was wrong with the plane. It never occurred to the captain that the engines had actually fallen off. The first officer immediately sent out 3 Mayday calls to the tower. Air traffic control instantly realized the severity of the situation and directed the crew to turn right to a heading of 260 for a return to Schiphol Airport. Although they now knew the heading for their return, with the hydraulics gone, maneuvering the plane back was a near impossible task for the captain. At that moment, the plane banked right again, on the verge of losing control, and the captain could only cautiously adjust the heading. Just then, the captain discovered a new problem. The plane was flying too fast, and at such a close distance to the airport, there was no way to slow down, so he decided to circle the airport and wait for an opportunity to descend. Perhaps by a stroke of luck, Flight 1862 successfully completed its turn and was now lined up with the runway. To slow the plane down, the crew had no choice but to deploy the flaps. Just when everything seemed to be heading in the right direction, the attitude indicator showed the plane in a severe bank. At a nearly 90-degree angle, Flight 1862 slammed into a residential complex, causing one of the 11-story apartment buildings to catch fire.